In the Indian mythology, Agastya Rishi mentioned about the electricity and battery making. Modern era says that Benjamin Franklin discovered the electricity. Electricity is nothing but the flow of presence or charged particles, usually electrons. Any country's development is directly dependent on continuous quality electricity provided by that country. In the year 1947, India got independence. At that time, power generating capacity of country was 1362 megawatt only. Most of the power was generated by private companies and power consumers were rich VIP government offices only. Now India became world's third largest power producer and also world's third largest consumer, having surplus power. Presently, India exports electricity to Nepal, Bangladesh, Myanmar, Bhutan. In future, Sri Lanka by undersea HVDC interconnection, Myanmar and Thailand also. This is not an overnight miracle. Let's know how national grid formed and how India became surplus power country. Electric grid is an interconnected network for electricity delivery from producers to consumers. In initial stages, each state has its own electrical grid. Resources in some states were high and power generation was also excessive, but in few states, power generation was low due to low resources. Due to these differences, central government concentrated on integrated power policy. Due to this, central government established National Thermal Power Corporation Limited for thermal power and National Hydro Power Corporation Limited for hydropower. These made it is mandatory to provide power to more states. The network connecting these power plants was automatically extended to other states. These regional links were established to enable transmission of surplus electricity between states in each region. This is how regional grids came into picture. So, regional grid is formed by interconnecting the different transmission system of a particular area through the transmission line. We had 5 regional grids, namely Northern, Eastern, Western, Northeastern and Southern grids. After that, in 1990s, the Indian government began planning for national grid. For that, regional grids were initially interconnected by asynchronous HVDC back-to-back links, facilitating limited exchange of regulated power. The links were subsequently upgraded to high-capacity synchronous links. The first interconnection of regional grid was established in October 1991 when the northeastern and eastern grids were interconnected. The western grid was interconnected with previously mentioned grids in March 2003. Now we had 3 grids, namely Northern Grid, Central Grid and Southern Grid. In August 2006, Northern Grid and Central Grids were interconnected by matching voltage and frequencies of both grids and formed new grid. At the time, southern states like Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka were facing many problems due to unavailability of electricity sufficiently. If southern grid and new grid interconnects, there will be a major relief to states in the south. It enables transmission of surplus electricity between any state or region in India. For this, Power Grid Corporation spent 815 crore rupees to set up the transmission system. Finally, Southern Power Grid was interconnected to the rest of the grid on Thursday 31 December 2013 with the commissioning of 765 kV Raichur to Solapur transmission line. Thereby, India has achieved one nation, one grid, one frequency system. Due to this, Indian power system became one of the largest operating synchronous grid in the world with about 232 gigawatt of installed power generation capacity. At present, there is no power deficiency in the country. Earlier, our country was deficient in power, but after the Modi government took over in 2014, we have doubled the power generation to make the country a surplus in power generation. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more updates.